All right, Shalom, y'all. Change the title to live, so I'm gonna be going. Oh wait, I could go into several topics. Shit, hold on. Hold on, Hakim. I may have to take a break because of my affliction. This shit is hell. Hold on. Alright. Fuck. Alright. Alright. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit beareth witness that they're the children of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And shalom to the real sisters out there. Alright, today I want to go into this shooting at the protest in Kenosha that turned violent. Has been violent over there. Has been riots, not being done even by our people, being done by Esau, Edom. But of course, they blame it on us. They call our people rioters because it says BLM. They call themselves BLM, but it's mostly a bunch of Edomites. Majority of BLM is Esau, Edom. And I remember that before, a while back, people was complaining about, they're not letting so-called whites in the BLM. There was a lot of people complaining about that, which a whole organization is funded by an Edomite named George Soros. But it's filled with so-called white people, and they're the ones that are going out there and fucking shit up. But it's to scapegoat us. It's so Esau has another reason to blame us for shit, to make our people look like the wicked when they are the wicked, basically. But there was a shooting there, and it was actually done by Edomite with the rifle, and dude had gloves on and everything. So it was so I mean that's what it was, a false flag, Try to blame it on Jake, to demonize Jake. And Bakar, the elder Bakar, the brother Bakar, you don't want to be called elder, brother Bakar Ahmad, he actually predicted that something like this would happen after he did a video on the riots. And lo and behold, guess what happened? And Esau is just going to use this as an excuse to come down on our people, and as well as his own, because what do you have, those Antifa devils out there? Well, his own people, but as well as us, because it's the BLM movement. So we're being made the face of this movement that is dominated by Esau, Edom, funded by Edomite, and most of the people in the movement are Edomites. Well, yeah, it's a fulfillment of 2nd Esdras, chapter 14 to 18. Chapter 13 has been being fulfilled. It's been fulfilled in Iowa. Verse 13 has been fulfilled in Iowa. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail, through the blasting and hail, with the fearful consolation. And now these other scriptures, these other verses after are being fulfilled. World mean destruction has come to this world. And I guess I'm gonna get to the point, but also this is one of Satan's devices, so I'm gonna get that too. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get second Esdras. See, I'm struggling because I have an affliction right now. I'm dealing with it. Been an ongoing problem. But verse 15, for the sword and their, I'm gonna try to cut it short because of that too. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men. Matter of fact, I got the scripture up. Let me just do this. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And the riots was a part of that. And that shooting, it's may have been a false flag, but that's been these protests. But that's like a part of it too, because they shot at these cops. It may have been a false flag though, and that was done to cause this, to stir the pot basically, so Esau come down on our people, come down hard on our people, and as well as these protesters. There's a lot of Edomites among them. It's dominated by Edomites. But they're going to use this to come down harder on our people because, BLM are thugs, so-called black people are thugs, basically. That's what Esau is gonna say. Like, he's already been saying that, but he's gonna have something to point at. See, they're terrorists, they're thugs. We got locked down the streets. We can't allow them to protest no more. Verse 6, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And this is a part of what is causing it, because these devils are being exposed as the wicked. They're being exposed, all the wicked shit they're doing, they're being exposed for it. But ultimately it's that order ad chaos shit that they want. Because they want to bring a new world order out of this chaos, out of these protests and riots. They want to bring a warlike law. Because there's going to be race war and civil war out there. How can I? That's good. I'll just do it this way. Yeah, and so that's going to result in verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because the cities are gonna be blocked. They're gonna have checkpoints all over the cities, and probably coming into the city and leaving the city, there's gonna be a checkpoint there too. And so you're not gonna be able to go from one city to another, or you're outside the city. You're not gonna be able to come into the city. This and the Rona madness, that's what it's really about, locking this place down, because Esau wants to hurry up and get his new world order pushed through, basically. Verse 18, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So, because of their pride, because these people have been walking around in great pride. They have been they have been walking around like their shit don't stink. When the prophets are out there we out there rebuking them, and they just walk by. Sometimes they watch us mainly for entertainment purposes. Like their thinking is, yeah, like I'm bored. Let's watch these dudes in dresses, these crazy dudes in dresses, pre preach about America being destroyed. You know, because it's controversial, so they like to, let's watch them cuss out some demons. Let's watch just because it's a good show, not because they're trying to get edified, but that's majority of the people out there. And so because of great pride, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And also, you see something else. You also something else like also there's this movement called the Pride movement. LGBT sodomites, they're proud. Sodomites, trannies, Baphomets, they're proud of who they are. They're proud to be a sodomite and be a, they're proud to be a tranny, like, which it isn't even pedophiles now. They're having their own pride movement and shit. They're calling themselves MAPs. You know, that's their politically correct name that they have for themselves now. And which you have to be a total demon to agree with shit like that. But it's what's being pushed in America, being proud to be a demon. And so because of great pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Oh, and let me get that scripture. For they have walked in great pride. Because they have walked in great pride. Salakia. I mean, I realize sometimes I be covering the screen on accident and shit with my fingers. The city shall be troubled. Khan, for many miseries shall be done to them that in the latter day at time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So, and you've seen that. And so, what comes before the fall? Pride, right? Con, Proverbs 16 verse 18. Oh, you got it. I'm online. I'm live though. I'm live. I started it before you woke up. Huh? You hold on. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna have to Alright. Yeah, I had to log out because my sister, like, she be on that virtual school shit. She has to, she has to basically, she does all her work on the computer and shit. So I got, I gotta just, I gotta, you just use my phone now. Hold up. Let me pull up the verse that I had. Pride coming before a fall, right? Proverbs 16:18. Yeah. Pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. And, slack y'all. Damn. Yeah, these afflictions have really been hitting me hard. Yeah, that's why verse 19, better is it to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. But these people in these cities, they've been living with great pride. That's why they are going to be judged severely. Salakia. And this shit hurt. Yeah, it's gonna be a short video because it's hell, man, for real. Because this affliction that I have ain't no joke. Yeah, because they have walked in great pride, the fall is gonna be, a great fall, just as great. Hey, they like Humpty Dumpty. Nobody gonna be able to help them up. You two-thirds, y'all in trouble out here. It's you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that mainly that be in these cities, and y'all be going off. Y'all be going off in all many ways, like being homosexual, and y'all be proud of it. Y'all call someone homophobic, or y'all call someone transphobic if they speak out against trannies. With cutting off your private parts, it causes you to be banned from the congregation. You are not allowed in the congregation of Yahweh if you have your private parts cut off. And you niggas out here, y'all proud of that. And so that's why this place is falling. That's why the cities are going to be troubled. And the houses they're gonna be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Y'all gonna be shook out here because these devils are gonna be going in, are gonna be rounding y'all up, casting y'all out of your houses, taking y'all to FEMA camps, throwing y'all in prison for 10 days, including us. A lot of us are gonna are going to be thrown into prison too. The difference is, if we be of that number, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to deliver us. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their action shall stand in their power. And you see that with them riots. And the shooting may be a false flag, but with the riots, you see that, and that's going to lead to more sedition among men, as the cops are going to come down harder. And the National Guard troops, they going to come down. They going to, and the federal agents, when Esau rolls, he's going to come down on you Jakes and you lower level devils and heathens, and y'all are going to buck up. America, like, is supposed to be a free country, but y'all been deceived. When y'all find out, y'all gonna find out that y'all been deceived, and y'all gonna buck up. Y'all gonna fight back. And this is one reason. And so the result is gonna be chaos. And that's gonna be all the reason these devils need to just eventually bring in the UN Gurkha troops. They shall be like madmen. Yeah. And then also, I want to go into the second stimulus checks being delayed. I want to go into that, because if that happens, we through out here. Well, Salakia, this place is through. We're not. This place is through. There's an article that was put out last week, and there's another one that came out recently that also will tell you this too. Basically, the stimulus checks, they may not come in this time. We will lose everything. This is a CNBC article from August 17th. Americans express frustration at Congress adjourning without a stimulus deal. All this is orchestrated to bring about that Odo Ab KO. Even the chaos is orchestrated by these devils. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell at the U.S. Capitol on January 15, 20. Okay, whatever. That's just a picture, and that's a caption under it. Let me get to the point. As Congress recesses for the rest of the summer without reaching a stimulus deal, tens of millions of Americans are left wondering how they will pay their bills. Though Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said members will return the vote if a deal is reached, that could still be a weeks away, CNBC reported. In the meantime, around 28 million benefits are currently collecting jobless benefits, and as many as 40 million, this article says 40 million, could face eviction if Congress does not pass a relief bill soon, according to Emily Benford, a housing expert. So 40 million could face eviction. That's millions of new homeless people on the streets of America. They ain't got nowhere else to go. Imagine that. Hey, all hell breaking loose. Millions of Americans hungry. Millions of Americans more hungry than there already is. Like, imagine Imagine the food bank lines after that shit happened. That's gonna be, they're gonna be around the block and back. They're gonna be miles long. Like from there, you're gonna have that everywhere. Hey, they gonna be. It's gonna be something. They're gonna be you're gonna have them for miles on miles for like shit. You may have 10-mile long line. And people are pissed off, people are hungry, so what are people gonna do? They are gonna riot. Because also the farmers are stressed out here. They're not allowing us to plant seeds and shit, making us dependent on the system. And the farmers out here are overwhelmed. And especially with the crops in Iowa being destroyed, the food supply is getting short. I mean, it is. So the system, the food supply line is stressed already because of that. The demand is way farther, way more than the supply, and that's not good. That leads to riots. That leads to famine. That leads to riots. And get ready to see that. Get ready to see people fighting in line at the food bank. Get ready to see motherfuckers running up in stores and jacking shit and not giving a fuck. Get ready to see that shit because it's coming to this place. Like no good times are not coming to this place. Bad times are coming. Doesn't matter who they choose as the next president if there is a selection. Bad times are coming to this place. Like that's like a guarantee. Even though I have a feeling that they gonna keep Trump in there, it don't matter. Yeah, hundreds of readers from all over the country and across the political spectrum wrote into CNBC Make It to detail how the Senate's failure to pass another aid package is affecting them and their families. Many expressed outrage at Congress's inaction. Others simply wanted to vent to someone about the situation, they said. Quote unquote, when I saw them ignore the desperate need for a new stimulus for almost 2 months, I was stunned. Hugh Wasson, I don't know. Wasson, 66, age 66, writes to CNBC, Make It. Wasson is currently unable to find work. He's already in a shitty situation right now. He's already going through it and lives off of his Social Security payments and jobless benefits from Florida, which do not cover all of his bills. I am still unable to believe anyone could be so callous, let a whole room full of them. Well, believe it or not, like Ripley's Believe It or Not, truth is stranger than fiction. These devils don't give a fuck about you. They don't even give a fuck about their own people. So I don't know. It could be Edomite, could be a Jake. Here's how 7 other unemployed Americans across the country are faring. Quote unquote, at this point, I'd take anything. Before COVID-19, Jane, who asked to be identified by a pseudonym for privacy purposes, made a good living as a waitress in southern Indiana, taking home about $600 to $800 per week. Now, with the restaurant still closed, she received $141 per week per week after taxes and state jobless benefits. With so little money, her rent, electric, and cable bills have gone unpaid this month, and she has let her car and rental insurance policies lapse. Waiting for Congress to do something, she says, has turned her into a ball of stress, quote unquote. That's like a perfect description of you Babylonians out here, both you Israelites and you lower level Edomites and heathens. Literally, the only thing I think about are money, bills, money, debt, and food, she says, quote unquote. I wake up thinking about these things and I go to bed, struggling to fall asleep thinking about these things. Hold on. I'm doing a live right now. Nah. Why'd I drink from your glass? Nah, I wouldn't do that. Good. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, so basically, she's going through the curses, basically. Because you Edomites, and I don't know, she could be a Jake, she could be Israelite foreigner, because a lot southern Indiana, it's a lot of so-called white people. So a lot of Edomites and some of our people scattered among them. So that's why I say what I say. But hey, Esau is falling under the curses too. Y'all thought y'all wouldn't. The 33-year-old has been working since she was 15, she says, and this is the longest period of time she's been without a job. She says that if any member of Congress were in her place, unsure of how they pay rent or be able to buy groceries, they'd come to a deal fast. And hey, but they don't. They're like, they don't give a fuck about you lower level devils either. Like, they don't give a fuck. These politicians only give a fuck about Wall Street, basically. They only give a fuck about what these elite devils want. They don't give a fuck about y'all. I get that Democratic House Speaker now Nancy Pelosi wants 600 extended benefits. I love that. When I was getting that, I was able to keep up with all my bills, quote unquote. She says, but at this point, I'd take anything. So she would take crumbs, and it's 144. How about Shem Yahushai? I've been seeing a lot of 144s. You know, it's a sign. Hey, it's a sign. You're seeing more and more, and it's a sign that among these, you know, it's a lot of signs that's wrong. That the elect, they are being sealed and they're close to it. Also, it's like confirmation. That's how I see it as. Salakia. But yeah, you Babylonians y'all already going through it. And if they don't pass this stimulus, y'all are gonna go through even more hell. We will lose everything, quote unquote, without the extra $600 per week in jobless benefits from the federal government. The federal government was provided for the first few months of the pandemic, which was a live drill. They said it on TV. This is a live exercise, you know. And it was how you Babylonians would react to some shit like this. And Trump didn't even know, because Trump don't run shit no more. FEMA runs it. And Trump was like, why didn't you tell me? I think Pompeo said it, and Trump was like, why didn't you tell me? Without the extra $600 per week in jobless benefits from the federal government. Okay. Salakia. Jessica Moreno's, I kind of lost where I was at. 36 tells CNBC make it her check dropped to $239 per week in Washington State, which isn't enough to cover all of her bills. So from $600 to $239 per week. Yeah, you Babylonians are going through it. One of her children has a rare heart condition, Moreno says, and her doctor has told her working could fix the safety of her daughter, quote unquote. She works in healthcare would be at higher risk the safety of her daughter, quote unquote. She works in healthcare would be a higher risk to virus exposure, which, the people are out here are scared of this bullshit. Now again, because Esau's media propaganda machine pushes that out. That, oh no, Rona is everywhere. You could get Rona from anything, like doing anything, and ain't a lot. This means you have Rona. This means you have Rona. This means you have Rona. Just pulling shit out their ass. That's the media's fault, pushing that shit. That's what they wanted anyways. Some of us don't have the choice to work and we will lose everything in the next few weeks, quote unquote, says Moreno. But she's most likely northern tribe, Eve, most likely the tribe of Issachar. Or Zebulun, or she could be Ephraim, but it's a lot of Issachar over there on the west coast. We don't have much to begin with. I think it's very selfish of people in Congress to not think about the children and families who are already strapped, quote unquote. And that's because they are selfish. They don't give a fuck about you Israelites. They don't give a fuck about the people that they claim to represent. And y'all are learning that. Y'all are finding that out. And when it hits y'all, like when it really hits y'all are gonna lose it out here. This is the first time Moreno has applied for unemployment benefits in her life, she says, and she would look for work if she could, but her child's health takes precedence, quote unquote, because she's scared of the Rona. As they argue, my family's well-being hangs in the balance, she says. How am I going to feed my kids, quote unquote? John Meadows, a 28-year-old father of two in Mississippi, lost his job at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum a few months ago without the enhanced benefit. So like his appointment payment has fallen to $34 per week. He says rent alone is $800 per month. So $34 per week and rent alone is $800 per month. Like, that's not that much, man. That's not that much. The 5 weeks, 800 per month. I mean, 5 weeks is about, a month is about 5 weeks. So, yeah, people, y'all going through it out here. Y'all going through it out here. It'd barely be enough if it actually is. It'd barely be enough. I think it would be like, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on this. I think it would be 170 or something. So, that's not enough at all. Only jobs available near him, he says, are at fast food restaurants, but the pay wouldn't be enough to cover all of his bills. And they don't offer any other benefits like health insurance that he and his wife and kids need. I am now stuck here wondering, how am I going to feed my kids? How am I going to take care of my bills? How am I supposed to survive, quote unquote? He says, I hope that we get anything to help my family out, quote unquote. And you Babylonians are going through it wherever you look. Since March, Ashley Eldridge had been juggling, searching for work, applying for unemployment benefits, and taking care of her 2 children. The fear of catching COVID-19. So this fear that they push out is the cause of all this. You know, well, really, it's the scapegoat, I should say, because the dollar been going down. You know, this was bound to happen. It's an ever-present menace in the background. You know, it's a reality now, familiar to millions of parents and particularly mothers across the country. Why? Because Esau pushed that shit. And our women, the women are more susceptible to that type of shit because they are more emotional. They are more susceptible to fear like that. It's like, yeah, I didn't really. This is an impromptu type live. Most of my lives are impromptu. And it's because, yeah, I be getting the affliction, but I don't get the live. I'm going to catch hell. Like, it's going to get worse. I'm going to bring this out. Yeah. Right now, I'm a teacher, a doctor, and a chef, and a mom, everything in one. Quote unquote, so she got several jobs. The 30-year-old tells CNBC, make it. A little help would be completely amazing right now. We need the help more than ever. Well, yeah. Quote unquote, the Pennsylvania resident wants Congress to stop bickering, and come to an agreement to help people who are struggling to make it all work. Another stimulus check and the continuation of the pandemic unemployment assistance program, which she qualifies for, will help pay her bills and ease some of her worry in the coming months. I'm honestly just completely outraged at this whole ordeal right now. She says people like myself are struggling and there is no help, quote unquote. People out here are pissed off, man. People out here are pissed off. And when it hits them that government don't give a fuck, they are gonna They are gonna lose it out here, and it's a lot of Edomites. A lot of you Edomites are are catching the curses like this, because y'all wasn't doing bad before, and then now y'all are doing bad. Now y'all catching hell, and y'all. This is just the beginning for you Edomites. Get used to it. It's actually gonna get much worse for y'all. So these people, they're gonna lose it out here when they realize that, and that the government don't apply. When the government does not, and when the government does not pass these checks through, and that could actually happen. Or they could just pass it just before the election, who knows. But, still people are going to be going without for a while. But if they don't pass this this stimulus bill, it's gonna be hell out here. There's another video that I wanted to get. Another shit. Hold up. There was a article that was put out recently that I'm trying to find, like even more recently. Shit. It hurts. Okay, this is not the one, but it might work. Hold on. This might be it, might not be. Yeah, this one that says, could the stimulus package be split in the smaller bills? Here's what we know. They're saying it may still be in the cards, which they may delay it all the way into the election, until October. May delay it to October. They may delay it. They may delay it to November 1st, right before the election. Have that shit pass, have that shit pass. Just so just so y'all be like, y'all support Trump again. Because I think, it doesn't matter what the popular vote is, but they may have it set up that way. And then the electoral college will vote vote the same way, basically. They may have it set up that way. I'm just saying. But y'all won't be without for a while. Or it may not. It may not. Chaos. The chaos. They may wanna. They may not. They may not approve the stimulus check. Who knows? Even past the election, we don't know how long this shit gonna last. They're gonna fucking go into it. Yeah, the fate of the next. Yeah. They're saying why they probably gonna do it. So this is damn, this shit hurt for real. Ah, shit. Shit hurt. Trump is issuing executive orders, decrees. Hold on. And it could take weeks concerning the unemployment benefits. It could take weeks to kick in, so it might be a dead end. The funding could also run out in about a month and a half for unemployment benefits. See, politicians will want to win before the November election, which, for the presidential side, the Electoral College determines it. But they could have it so that that shit passes just before the election. Or that shit, all hell may have already broken out by then. That shit may cause it to add fuel to the fire. We don't know how it's gonna play out, but that's a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it just before November 1st. They're like, we have reached a deal on the stimulus bill or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised, actually. Damn, hold up. Yeah, hold up. No, it's still being held up. A second stimulus check update. and a lot of it, a lot of it, well, it's being caused. Really, this crash is being caused actually by the dollar going down, and they're both, and this is the excuse that they're blaming it on, and they're making it worse with this shit too. Oh shit. Update just came in about the stimulus check. See what Esau Edom have to say. Oh shit. They got a hashtag Occupy Congress because of the stimulus check. There's a growing feeling of desperation from America. Hey, people are getting pissed off. There's a growing feeling of desperation from Americans around the country. This place is through, Akim, who have seen their politicians fail them at their time of financial need, so action is being taken. They're calling it Occupy Congress. The day continues to pass by and the uncertainty grows within many Americans, especially those struggling with financial challenges amid the coronavirus pandemic. Questions remain if there be a second economic stimulus check, but hope and patience are beginning to run out. People are about to snap out here. They about to lose their mind out here. Faced with the inability of Democrats, Republicans in the White House to find a suitable compromise for a further relief package, everyday people have exploded on social media. There you go. And created a new hashtag to show their dissatisfaction with the current members of the House of Representatives and the Senate. What is the Occupy Congress hashtag? People will start using the Occupy Congress hashtag to show that they want new people to refresh the United States Congress. A rallying cry from across the political spectrum to demand action from those elected to represent them in their best interest. The idea is for those officials to step up and do their job, and if not, they can expect to be voted out in the upcoming elections if there is one. And they may just approve it right before the election, the selection. The movement, they've already been selected, but I should say before it's made public. The movement is using before they so-called give you your say, which you have no say, you have no vote, it's a joke. But anyways, the movement is using social media platforms as well as emails, phone calls, and other communication tools, Salakia, to highlight their dissatisfaction. Many have pointed to the steps being taken in other countries to help those suffering financially. So they're like, these other countries care about their people, and y'all don't. Which, these politicians don't give a fuck about y'all. In America, especially. Many Americans, because this is the seed of the beast. The heart of all the wickedness. This is wickedness central. This country. Many Americans have been hit hard. It's wickedness home base. It's Esau Edom's home base. Many Americans have been hit hard. Even though these elites don't live here, it's the country that they have the greatest control over. But anyways, many Americans have been hit hard. And now those that are fighting back before are fighting back before hope has completely evaporated. Yeah, but it's already gone. This place is already through. This place is already through. And first it's get a hashtag, and that's movement. Salakia, Salakia. This I've been going through it. It's a lot of puts a lot of stress on me. So Salakia for that. Salakia, and this phone is tripping out. This phone is tripping out. Satan fucking with my phone, of course. But hey, it's starting out as a hashtag. Then the protest is gonna turn violent, and they have a civil war. So, hey, this place is through. Call Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Can't be this that can't be that actually makes me happy, because all this hell that we're going through is gonna be over with. And that's how this is going to happen. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Jacob's trouble. There is going to be Jacob's trouble, Nate. It's actually around the corner. Ain't no denying it anymore. Call Allah, how about Shimmy al Shai for that, because we don't get the fuck out of here after that. Quick, Satan falling from heaven like lightning, like the brother Kala Ariyah. Like he brought out most recently. He's falling down from heaven like lightning, because the bigger they are, the harder they fall. This devil, fall like Humpty Dumpty, for real. And call Allah Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna give all praise. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I hope this live was edifying. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Man, Salakia. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners who look like the other nations, but their spirit beareth witness that they're the children of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. And shalom to the real sisters out there. Stay strong, men and women of valor. See you soon, either on here or in person or in the chariots, Yahweh.